Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to 2011, the first or second year of the new decade, if you want to waste time on that. And the news, oh yeah, brand new glasses. Got them just before the first of the year. It's called a Flex account. Ask your parents. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is...
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to...
Sorry. And we'll get back to this guy. But the real news word for this week is almost as long. Expurgate. This means to censor something, to edit something out, and the news was full of like that. What? Play that back. And the news was full of stuff like that. What did you think I said? Ask your parents. Anyway, the year started with the usual traditions, resolutions, Elvis's birthday, Brett Favre retiring, and Congress reconvening. John Boehner became the new Speaker of the House with his new big gavel. Ask your parents. And then Congress showed America how much they admire the U.S. Constitution by reciting all of it. Well, most of it. The good parts. But they decided to skip over and expurgate the original parts of the Constitution that supported slavery. Now, ironically, at about the same time, a new version of the book Huckleberry Finn came out that added the word slave more than 200 times. The publisher decided to expurgate the word and replace it with the word slave. Okay, play that back. To expurgate the word that was offensive and replace it with... maybe the problem is not other people's words, it's your mind. Anyway, next, the Republicans in Congress say that they'll repeal Obamacare, which even they admit they can't really do, but since it was a campaign promise, they have to go through with not doing it. Now, the Democrats are also saying that it can't be done, except on their website where they're trying to raise money by implying that it can. Welcome to the new Congress, hope and change. And by the way, one guy last Saturday showed how not to bring hope or change to Congress or anybody. And now it's time to answer the first news question of the year. This week it comes from Gary in Memphis. Hi, Gary. Gary writes, Dear Uncle Jay, that homeless guy with the deep voice who suddenly got famous is a nice story, but what do you think his life will be like next year after all this has died down? Thanks, Gary. And that's a good question because, for many people, when they suddenly become famous from the lottery or YouTube or an airport body scan, they can't handle the abrupt changes in their lives. Here's hoping that Ted Williams can get a permanent job where he's handed well-written scripts every day that he can make sound believable no matter what they say. There's an opening right now at the White House press room. Don't forget, you can see more and send your questions at UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a great... Boy, I wish I could get Ted Williams to say that last line. I wonder if I could find somebody who, after years of bad behavior would try to redeem himself by saying...
And remember, boys and girls, a great kid is great news.